All right. How did you like those clips of the different stages of exercise? When I tell you each stage requires a level of energy, it requires a level of energy that we all have. We still have all activity in our limbs, we still have the breath of life in our bodies, but we use them in different ways in different stages. Either way, we are still moving. We're still moving. At the end of the day, in each stage, do not stop moving. If you let a car sit for a long time, things dry rot, you have to change the spark plugs, the little tubes, or those things start cracking and they don't have that juice flowing through them, and you have to change the things because it's stagnated, it's standing at a standstill, and it's not working and operating the way it was created to operate. So things happen to it. The same with your body. If you are not moving your body and you're not allowing it to get that blood flowing and pumping and those arteries and those vessels and those veins, then some things are going to happen. It's not going to operate properly. So we want to continue to move our body because we like to what? Move it, move it. All right. And that requires attitude, how you think. How are you thinking about movement? How are you thinking about your lifestyle? How are you thinking about what you eat? I know we touched bases on episode 1 of season 2 about how attitude can kind of alter every single pillar of health if it's not in a positive place. So it starts here, you guys. It starts in your mind, how you think. And there are different stages to that as well, because each stage in our life, we are constantly supposed to be perfecting. That word perfecting means maturing. We are constantly supposed to be evolving and learning and growing and developing ourselves into that highest potential that God created us to be. And that requires reading, that requires experiencing life, it requires traveling, it requires all type of things to expand your mind and expand your experience out of this life. If you grew up here and you've never been anywhere else, and I'm talking about Lafayette or Louisiana in general for my YouTube audience. But if you've lived in Louisiana for your whole entire life and you've never been outside of this state, you are missing out on the fullness that God has for you to experience here in this earth realm. And your mind will be limited because you have not reached out or branched out and experienced different cultures, different climates, different ways that people move in different states, different languages, different slang. Thankfully and gratefully, that's one of the blessings that social media and internet and Wi-Fi and all of that stuff brings to our home. We're able to experience outside of where we are, but to actually physically be there. I mean, you guys, you can see Hawaii, you can see New York and the Big Apple during New Year's Eve on TV, but to actually be there and experience it for yourself, it's a whole nother ball game. And that requires faith. That requires a faith walk, moving according to faith. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to broaden my horizons. I'm going to expand my mind. I'm going to expand my experience. And it requires you to have faith and actually take that step, because we all know that faith is an action word. You know, you show people your faith by your works. And with that being said, I am so excited to introduce a sister friend of mine. This woman is a powerful woman. She blessed my soul because, you guys, we talked about this in my driveway for a while, and to actually see the manifestation of it in her life, it is amazing. I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to call her up here. Let's get Shakia Anthony up here. Hey sis, how are you?
I'm great.
I'm grateful you here. As a matter of fact, you guys, she's just here on vacation, so the taping of the show was perfect just to get her up here and bless us with her testimony. Miss Shakia, what do you do for a living?
I am a travel CNA and I am currently in the state of New York.
The state of New York, you guys. New York, New York. Let me ask you, what did it take for you to actually make that step to be able to experience a different environment?
First, it was a thought.
Okay, come on with it.
It
Come
was
on
a
with the thought.
thought. Um, I first had to get my CNA, of course. And then once I got that, I wasn't really in it. I wanted to travel, but I really was nervous about it, like mentally going through it. Um, and then after praying and of course going to God first, what am I to do with the being certified? And so I got an email from where I'm currently at in New York to come, and I still was thinking on it. What am I to do? Nervous, new environment, new people, far away from home, of course. And I still wrestle with it. And then I prayed about it again, and I I went with the move. And that's where I'm currently at right now, doing my travel.
Amazing. So, it's safe to say that you had to change your mind.
Yes, I had
Okay.
to change my mind tremendously because I'm away from my family.
She said her mama, y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
heard that?
Yes, I'm away from my friends. It was just the food is different. Just away from the what I'm used of, the known, going into the unknown. And so it's been it's been great. Like the food is different. I love the snow. It's really really cold. But I'm grateful that I'm in a different headspace. Like my attitude is different since I've been there. Um, I've grown since I've been there.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how your attitude is different since you've been there. Like what changed in your attitude from being here in Louisiana, being raised here, and then actually just going out of your environment here to a totally
Right.
different environment. What changed in your mind when you were experiencing this shift, this change?
I would say learning myself,
Mm.
being able to branch out from what I'm used of, as
Mm.
I said previously. Um, being able to do things on my own. Um, of course, God first.
Of course.
He's the guidance of it all.
Amen.
Um, I would say being able to depend on God totally, um, just focusing on myself and what I have to do throughout my life without people in my ear, just hearing God and just being alone with Him. Even though I'm working, I'm still,
Yeah.
you know,
You still in the presence of the
yeah,
Father and you stepped out on faith, and that is very commendable, and God honors faith because of the fact that you made up in your mind that you were going to do it. You took the necessary steps
yes,
and it manifested in a physical realm.
right,
And just like you said, you love the snow. She loves the snow,
yes,
you guys.
I
And
do.
we all know that the snow in New York It's not like no snow here. Now, I've been here for a little while now, and I saw a little snow way back in some years back when I first got here, but that wasn't no snow, y'all.
No.
Now, the snow in New York,
It's, it's totally different.
totally.
I had some slip and slides. God help me out.
Had to find a new way to walk, huh?
Yes, a new way to walk.
Yes, indeed. And listen, you know what? It's funny having a new way to walk, but you also have to dress different because
Yes.
your environment changed. Ooh, look at that,
Yes.
y'all. So
That's
things
it.
have to change. You have to evolve and you have to adapt to your environment.
Yes.
That's good.
And faith is number one.
That's it. That's it.
Faith without works is dead.
Oh, she said it, y'all.
Faith
Faith.
without works is dead.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Faith without works is dead.
That's it. So we out here talking about I got faith, I believe, but if you not putting action behind that belief, then your faith without what?
Works is dead.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm grateful for her to be here, you guys. That's my friend, my sister. It's so sad when she's not here, but I'm so grateful that she stepped out on faith and she's making moves and she's experiencing things and she's perfecting, she's maturing, and she can be able to talk about something from a place of knowing instead of a place of I think, but she knows because she's experienced it. And that is the blessing and the beauty of this life that God gave us. He gave us the free will to go out and experience this world and glorify his name, be the light of the earth and the salt of the earth and the light of the world, you guys. So it's just a blessing to have her here. She won't be here for long, so we're gonna do it big while she's here and lift up God in the process.
Yes.
So I'm thankful that you were able to come up here and share that testimony with the people. Just to, if you're thinking about doing something and if you're thinking about stepping out there, how about you share them, like what helped you to like get over that hump where you were thinking, I don't know it, and a little fear tried to set in. What actually helped you to go forth with your choice and your decision?
Knowing that God is with me.
Mm.
And he said he will be with me always.
Mm.
So that there alone settles it. Knowing that he's with me. He's with me when I get on the plane. He was with me when I got on the plane. He was with me before I left here to get on the plane.
Come on.
He's with me.
Amen.
I can't even get it out good.
Come on.
He's
You
with
got
me.
it.
That's it.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's it. God is with us. He will never leave or forsake us. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. After we going out and we're going to have us a good time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, stay tuned for the next set.